Daniel Bwala, the professor of flip-flop, the grandmaster of doublespeak. I am sure you and your likes are watching the charade they all call party primaries taking place in APC and ADC. You are watching how they count, right? Yeah, they count 1 and they count 100 and they end up in 1,500. A line that is hardly 150 people will end up becoming 2,000, right? Now, this is your so-called party primaries, and it's taking place in your own party, the APC, and your former master's party, the ADC, right? Now, that's the primary you want P2B to go into with your former boss, Atiku Abubakar, and possibly Rotimi Amechi, right? Yeah, that charade that is taking place. There is no difference between the APC and the ADC. Now, because P2B refused to join in this show of shame where people openly do the wrong thing, you called him a dictator. You said he had tendency to becoming a dictator because he would not subject himself to doing the wrong thing, right? I have this to say to you, Daniel. I'm happy P2B disappointed you, but by not subjecting himself to this corruption and criminality that you call party primaries. Yeah, I said it before. Peter has more than a large following to make him an institution. Those who follow Peter follow him because Peter wouldn't subject himself to corruption and criminality. He's not being followed because he's a superhuman being. They are following him for the quality of his individual, the quality of his personality. That's what we are following. Peter is not like you that would deny everything you said. Even when the same thing you said got beamed on the television, you see yourself speaking the same thing, and yet you boldly face denial of the same thing that you saw yourself saying on the television. That makes you the grandmaster of all flip-flops. Daniel Bwala, for those who doesn't know him, is one of the spokespersons of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In 2023, Daniel Bwala worked with Atiku Abubakar. And during that 23 elections, there is nothing printable that Daniel Bwala did not tell the world about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He told the world that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's identity is questionable, that his name is hardly Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He told the world that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's certificate was also questionable because those certificate, according to him, was hardly his or he did not earn it. He told the world that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was involved in drug trafficking. He told the world that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is a man who wouldn't stop at anything to bribing his way into office. That he has no problem with snatching it, grabbing it. He has no problem with, bringing bullion van to buy vote and to buy the system and corrupt the system. There is nothing unprintable that he did not say. Unfortunately, as the grandmaster of flip-flop, the whole world watched Daniel Bwala deny flatly what he said. In an interview, his words were beamed back to him on the television. And shamelessly, Daniel Bwala, as a political dog that eats his own vomit, denied it flatly before the world. Now, that's the man without character, without integrity, who today wants to pontificate on P2B morality. He called P2B a dictator because Peter wouldn't do the criminality, wouldn't join in the criminality that is taking place in APC and ADC, which Daniel Bwala considered as primary. Well, Daniel Bwala, I have this for you as a message. For people like you, know this. P2B is not afraid to go into any primaries against any candidate, including your own boss, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. P2B is scared to have their debts, stain his white shirt. He doesn't want his white shirt, his character, which is his white shirt, to be stained with corruption and criminality. If you want to know who will be the dictator is, don't look far away. The dictator lies down there, sitting down there with you in APC, where people are being told to step down without proper primaries. If you are looking for those who will be the dictator, don't go no further. Look for them in the ADC and in your APC. They will stop at nothing, even corrupting the system, to find their way into power. Are you looking for those who are the dictator, who have taken away the powers from the Nigerian people and have seized it to themselves and are using it using it the way they like it? Don't go no further. Look for it in the confines of your APC and the ADC. They wouldn't be ashamed to bribe the judges to give them judgment that will put them in office. Are you looking for the dictators? Don't go no further. Look for those dictators in your APC and in the ADC, because they are the ones that will hire the thugs. They are the ones that will corrupt the professors that will announce election results as returning officers. They are the ones that will ask people, get the thugs to snatch boxes for them and run with it. Are you looking for the dictators? Yeah, don't go no further. Look for them in your APC and in ADC. They are the ones that will corrupt electoral workers to getting them to mutilate results and cause the server, to glitch. These are the real dictators you are looking for. The true dictators are all around you. They are in your midst. They sit in they sit in your corners every day. You eat and dine with them. I know you have no problem with corruption. I know you have no problem with our judiciary being compromised. I know you have no problem with our, election officers being compromised. I know you have no problem with INEC being compromised. I know you have no problem with return officers being compromised. So long as it gets you into office, right? You are willing and ready to do everything. If you are ready to go into the kind of primaries taking place in APC and ADC, you will be willing to do all manner of things, including the corruption and the criminality that crystallizes these shambolic primaries. That's what you want. So, I'm happy you are in APC. Obi wouldn't be in your APC, neither would he go into any primaries with people who are willing to dollarize the system. If you want Obi to get into the primaries, well, let me leave that for another day. Just think about this, Daniel Bwala.